old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rebels offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Robbins. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They're bringing heat. A little screen to the running back. On the move is the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. The ball pops out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Back to the air one more time. Makes his connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Aggies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
We always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got 2 studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Strickland. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the 1st down, and he gets it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lost one down the sideline. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robbins. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. And the Rebels will keep this drive going. Line gets set. 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They want to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your number 1 priority.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Rebels in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Coming, and that ball's free behind the line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. One way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll take it himself. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Split backs here. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, Play physical and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The option look. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On second down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just...
And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pulls it in. It's Harper. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What a catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Vega. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Texas A&M going quickly. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. No huddle offense to the line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense,
and the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Calls his own number. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal. Now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go! He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
On the move. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff. It's Dobbs. Made a defender miss. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop, but they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Now on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over. Third interception of the day. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback, ability and ownership, you come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. They go right back to him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dobbs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires and picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that one.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Robbins. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Dobbs. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Great move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 20, he's got space. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dobbs. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quarterback will keep it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Athens is worth its weight in gold to the Bobcats. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They keep attacking through the air.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
1st and goal, Texas A&M.
Looking to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform.